everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a quick walk around on this Ford Bronco Sport. This is the Big Bend trim level and it has this awesome Eruption green color. Let's get this video started right now. All right, so starting out on the front here, you have Bronco spelled out there right on the front. You got these very nice Bronco styled headlights here with some LED daytime running lights, and you have fog lights right down on the bottom. You also have some plastic cladding right down there just in case you take this thing off-road like it's meant to do. Nice broad flat hood that looks very good. Coming over to the wheels here, you have some nice meaty tires here. You also have these nice gray finished wheels with a Bronco logo right in the middle. Super nice. These are 17-inch rims here on this Big Bend. Coming over to the side, you got black mirror caps. You have this black accent here on the door, and then you have Big Bend spelled out there right on the side of the door. Again, this Eruption green color looks fantastic. You got some black plastic cladding here on the bottom, black plastic cladding on the door handles, and then on the top there you have this really nice accent here where it kind of goes up a level almost, but you also have roof rails that go all the way to the back. Coming around the back side here, you do have your gas cap here on the back of the vehicle, and then you have all the way on the back side here, you have some sensors here on the back, plastic down here on the bumper. You got a nice tow hitch here on this vehicle, Ford logo. These are LED reverse or LED lights here on the back with halogen bulbs on the turn signals and reverse lights. Bronco Sport spelled out right there. And then on the top there, you have this antenna on the top. And then let me show you what you do on this back hatch. So this hatch actually opens in two different ways. So to open up this, which you can actually open up the window on the back here, you press the button just down here and it says glass on it. You press that button and now you can pop this open and you can fit items inside there without actually having to open up the full tailgate. So let's say you have your groceries, you don't want to knock out those eggs or the milk or anything like that. Groceries are expensive these days, so you don't want to knock any of that out. So you can open this glass up and put items in there. A lot of the bigger SUVs have that, like the Ford Expedition, where you can actually put things in without opening the full tailgate. Then you can slap that window down, pull it right on down here, push it in, and then you can actually open up the tailgate the rest of the way just by popping this open. You do have right behind the license plate, which a lot of people won't see, you do have Bronco spelled out there right there on the back. It also has a little established in 1966 badging right down there. Let's pop open this trunk and look at the cargo space. 32.5, that's how many cubic feet of space is back here in the back of this Bronco Sport. You do have this very nice plastic finish here on the base of the floor, so if you put some mud in here or you have a little bit of dirt from the doing your off-roading adventures, it will not damage because it doesn't have that carpet finish on the back there. Now if you lift this up right here, you do have a spare tire in the back there, which is nice to have. Again, especially if you're going off-road with this vehicle, it is good to have a spare tire instead of a little fix-a-flat kit back there. You got some lights in the back here, but overall just a very nice finish here on the back of this Bronco Sport cargo area. Let's pop open the hood now. All right, so underneath this hood of this Ford Bronco Sport, so with this being the sibling of the 2023 Ford Escape, this one has that same 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine that produces 181 horsepower. This is also hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Everything's very accessible over here. You have your battery right over there just in case you needed to jump it, and you got the dipstick here in the middle if you need to check the oil. Plus you got some reservoirs over on the side there just in case you need to check like your coolant level, windshield wiper fluid, all that kind of stuff. So very accessible here in the Bronco Sport. All right, window sticker time here. So you're gonna see you got a Bronco Sport here, Big Bend. It's 5 passengers total, 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine, and 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy, you got 26 combined, 28 highway, 25 city, and the final MSRP here is $35,395. You also have a 5-star safety rating from the NHTSA. All right, so let's go to the rear of this Bronco Sport. So even though, again, this is a off-roading vehicle, you do have plenty of cargo space or plenty of passenger space here in the back of the vehicle. On the door, you do have some black plastic cladding here, nicely padded armrests, and a power window option right there. Black plastic on the door handles. And then over on the seating surfaces here, you have black cloth seating surfaces here, and you do have some kind of gray inserts here. You have a nicely padded armrest here, which will pop out pull down with the strap here. Nicely padded armrest and 2 cup holders there. And then down the middle, you have air vents and 2 USB ports down here in the bottom. You do have a little hump there in the middle, but not too extreme. And these seats do fold down flat. Just press the button and fold them down. Now that seat's back a little bit, shooting the video on the front there, but that seat's back a little bit. But if you scoot it up a little bit, you can seat these seats down flat and then increase your cargo area from the rear. All right, real quick, let's look at the front door here. I'm losing a little bit of sunlight, so let's do a quick walk around here on this. So you got black plastic cladding here on the front door. You got your unlock buttons there, black door handles here, and then you also have your mirror controls, power window controls there. You do have a nicely padded armrest here that goes all the way from that door handle grab point there all the way back to the back there. You got cup holders and some storage down there. And then on the seats here, you got these power seats that are very comfortable here on this Big Bend here. Again, black exterior of the seat there with the cloth, and then this kind of gray finish there on the inside of those seats. You have a leather wrapped steering wheel here on this Bronco Sport Big Bend. And then on the side here, you have your automatic headlight controls. You have the release for the trunk. This is not a power trunk, but you can press this button to basically release the hatch or the unlock portion of it. And then you have your interior dimming lights right there. Manual steering wheel here on this model. And then you have a nicely padded armrest. Let's real quick jump in and turn these touchscreens on. All right, real quick visibility outside the Bronco Sport. You do have a big C-pillar back there in the back, but you do have a window right back there, which helps a little bit. Plus, you do have blind spot monitoring here in the mirror, so you'll see the little cars, 2 cars right there in the mirror. So on your blind spot, it will light up if someone's there. Now, coming to the top here, you do have a sunglass holder here on the top. Nice big sunglass holder. And then coming down, you do have your lights here for the front, mirror right there. This is a traditional mirror, not a auto dimming. Coming on down, you do have your sync system right here in the middle, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on this vehicle. Now, this is the older Sync 3 display. This is not the newest Sync 4 just yet. I'm sure in a future redesign here, they will add that in the coming years. But currently, Sync 3, and this is the a nice touchscreen. Again, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, if I can speak. You have your volume controls here. You also have your auto stop start off button right there. Hazard lights right in the middle. And you have your tune knob right there. You also can turn this display off by pressing that button. It turns it into basically a clock, and then one more time it turns it black. And then to turn it back on again, you can press that. Nice storage area right here where you can put your phone or your wallet or anything like that right inside there, which is nice. Start, stop button right there, which is unique to this Bronco Sport. Nice design right there. And then coming on down, you do have single zone climate control here. This is not automatic, or I'm sorry, it is automatic. I apologize. But just single zone climate control here. 3-way heated seats here on both the front 2 seats, front driver and passenger. And then down a little bit further, you do have a wireless charging pad in here. Very nice, thank you, Ford. And then you have 2 USB ports here that hook up to the infotainment system, 1 USB-C, 1 USB-A, and then a 12-volt right there. Little storage section right there with a little matte finish on it. And then coming down a little bit further, you do have this kind of silver finish here with your cup holders here in the middle. You also do have a little small frosty cup holder right there. No, I'm just kidding. Just a little teeny tiny place where you can put a few different things there. And then you have your shifter here for that 8-speed automatic. Parking, you can turn the parking brake on, electronic parking brake on. And then down below that, you do have your GOAT modes here. So I'm going to take you up here to the screen. If I can turn that off. You'll have your drive modes here, what they call GOAT modes. So you got sport, you got eco, you got normal, and then you got slippery and sand. And they brand it as GOAT mode right there, which is pretty cool. Coming on over to the center console here, you have this nicely padded armrest that is pretty long, actually. So if you have a longer arm, it's pretty nice. Popping that open, you do have a little bit of storage down there, plus a few USB ports down there as well. Not the biggest center console, but still will get the job done. Coming over to the steering wheel itself, you do have this nicely leather wrapped steering wheel. And then on the right side, you have your controls here for this little LCD screen here in the middle that you can kind of go through, and it is color, which is nice. So you can do through, you can do a digital speedometer, different safety features, all that good stuff. I usually leave mine on the digital speedometer there, which is nice. Menu controls there, you can siphon through that menu button, which will go through that again, and then you can press that back button again, controlling that little display there. You have your enter, hang up, and then skip and tune buttons right there, voice control button. And then on the left side, you have your cruise control. This is not adaptive cruise control, but you do have traditional cruise control there, volume up and down, and then you have your mute button right there. Right in the middle of the steering wheel, you do have Bronco badge, not a Ford badge, which is nice. I like that. And then again, you do have very nicely placed air vents that I will say are very cool because the little knobs here basically kind of match all the Bronco lettering on everything. So you can turn the air off by those knobs, but it kind of matches all the Bronco theme here inside the vehicle. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching this video on the Ford Bronco Sport here in this Eruption green color. Absolutely awesome vehicle, but the question is if you are buying a compact crossover in this segment that has the Ford Escape, which is basically a sibling to this Ford Bronco. But the Ford Escape, the Honda CR-V, the Toyota RAV4, the Subaru Forester, the Chevy Equinox, you name it, every brand basically has a compact crossover. But if you're in that segment, are you buying this Ford Bronco Sport there? I think it is a fantastic competitor in this segment. And if you want, an aggressive styled off-roading vehicle, the Bronco Sport does that. And if you want a kind of fuel efficient hybrid option, plug-in hybrid option, Ford does offer that here in the compact crossover segment. It's in the Ford Escape. So I like how Ford kind of separated that in this segment. I think this Bronco Sport is going to do well, and it has done well for Ford already. And I do like the styling of it going right in that Bronco family. So long story short, let me stop talking. Let me know in the comment section below, would you buy this vehicle? And if you could, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to ring that bell notification right next to the subscribe button, because that will let you know when I post a new video. Thank you all so much for watching my video. Please like this video again, and I will see you in the next video.